ChatGPT instead of car dealer Google Ads? David, what are you talking about? Have you lost your marbles and have you had too many M&Ms this morning and it's only 10:30 plus you had some coffee? Well, that last statement is actually true. I did have a little too much coffee and M&Ms were on the table, so I don't know, M&Ms for breakfast. Why not? Anyways, what do I mean by ChatGPT inside of car dealer Google Ads? Why is it important? And what does this mean for the future of Google Ads? Let me get into all of that right now. So check it out. Where are we? We're in a Google Ads account, of course. And we're actually going to look at this because it's a little hidden setting that I recently got let know of from a really, really good Google rep. And it's pretty cool. So let me show you where it is. So we're going to have to go inside a search campaign, okay? We're going to have to go inside a search campaign. And right now I'm actually in a search campaign for one of our clients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up campaign settings, but I want to ensure that I keep blocking out their name. So, cool. So I'm going to tread slowly so my video editor, James, doesn't hate me for not blurring things. So we're in settings. And I'm actually going to go down to a setting called AI Max for search campaigns. So AI Max, it's been around for a while, but it's always changing, meaning always getting new features and things like that. So there's this little toggle here, and we're actually going to, I originally turned it on, we're going to turn it off, but then we're going to turn it back on, and then I'm going to keep going. And then when I keep going, it gives me all these little toggles. And IMAX basically takes my campaign and makes whatever tweaks it wants to the text ads, the final URL, and all this different stuff to get me more of what I want, conversions. Problem is, if you don't negate certain things the right way, AI Max turns into what? Turns into a brand name campaign. Because that's the easiest thing for it to do. It's like, hey, I know where we're going to get a conversion. We're going to get it from when someone types in the name of the store. All right, boom, cool. And it grabs it. So, but if you notice these two guys right here, adding URL exclusions, so like a way to negate your brand name is to add URL exclusions so you don't show up for it. So that's one way. But this is the part where ChatGPT is inside of Google Ads. Let me show you what I'm on about. When we hit this, add text guidelines, that's where you're going to see it. So I'm going to press the button, and then I'm going to pause it. No, I'm going to pause it and then press the button in case anything hidden that I need to hide comes up. Please hold. All right, so this is the actual piece where I actually click the button. And as you can see, ChatGPT's not in here. Sorry, everybody. Had too many M&Ms. ChatGPT's not in here. It was a little baby. But what is in here is the prompting of ChatGPT. And when I say prompting, I mean actually putting in instructions in order to give the AI a framework to follow. That's what we think of, that's what intuitively, at least I think of when I think of ChatGPTing something. You go in ChatGPT and you type a prompt, right? And Google's adopted that as well with its AI overviews, Gemini technology behind it. You can go to Claude, Notebook LM, all the different ones, and you should see similar prompting type of features. So this is the first time that I'm more recognizing the adoption of the prompting inside the Google Ads interface to help control our ads. So right now we're looking at things that only talk about term exclusions and managing restrictions. So it's like negation. However, that's pretty powerful for AI Max because AI Max loves to go after branded traffic, and we don't always want to do that if we're trying to get new business, right? We're trying to get people that don't know about us. So it's actually getting us a level of awareness based on different search queries because people are aware of common things like what's the best SUV for families or something like that, but they don't know that the Ford Explorer XLT available at ABC Ford is actually going to suit all their needs, but we capture them when they're asking that question. So this prompting is what I meant by the ChatGPT being inside Google Ads, and I feel as though we're going to see a lot more prompting just integrate into Google Ads in the near future. We'll do follow-up videos on how we use this, how we're going to separate campaigns and maybe address structure of campaigns moving forward. And yeah, just kind of interesting news. So what you can take from this is the framework of how ChatGPT works, right? The prompting. That is the piece that's now just starting to come into Google Ads. All right? Thank you very much, everybody. David Feldman-Makrias. More videos to come about Google Ads in the worlds of car dealers. And I'm going to go get more M&Ms and have coffee. See you next time.